What's up guys, Apple here, and today's video I want to talk to you guys about iOS 13. We have heard so much about iOS 13 that it just keeps coming, and you know what? There are things that I'm really liking and things that I'm really not liking. Let's talk about those. So iOS 13 is just around the corner, about 2 months away, and I cannot believe it. We've had iOS 12 for already almost a year. Now, iOS 12 is a great software. I really have no complaints. iOS 13, I really hope that they make some changes. And what I mean by that is some design changes, because honestly, while iOS 12 and all the other OS have been really good, honestly, I think that it's time Apple steps up the notch and gives us a design change, something to refresh iOS and make it different. And I've been looking around online, and I found a very, very good concept that I want to share with you guys today. And I'm going to pull up the picture right here. I mean, look at that, guys. Honestly, look at that. The way that everything is bunched up in that picture. You have your activity, your music, your weather, apps, news, everything. Things you can customize for your device, where you want it, how you want it. I mean, that honestly looks really clean. I really like that design. One thing I don't like is it still looks the same. It still looks the same. No icon changes, no, design differences in that aspect. I honestly really wish that they changed that. Because if they did, it would look even better, even cleaner. I really am starting to miss the old design from back in iOS 6. I don't know if you guys remember it, but if you guys don't, here's a picture right here. This picture right here, this design, I really loved it. I mean, it gave iOS a complete different look, a more pop look, a more just awesome design. I really love that design, and I really hope iOS brings something like that again. Because honestly, it would be so cool to have something like that. It really would. Another thing that I really want for iOS, and I think we're going to get it, is what everybody wants. Dark mode. Now, dark mode has been one of the most talked about features in months. Like, I have not yet stopped hearing about dark mode. And now certain applications have it, such as Twitter and Messenger, two apps that I use constantly. Now, a couple months back, Twitter did their own dark mode, and it kind of looked like a dark blue mode. I slowly got used to it. A lot of people did not like that design. I had mixed emotions about it. But then, about a month later, I got an update on Twitter, and it came out with complete dark mode, which blackened out the screen. And honestly, that does look like a great design, and I use that on my Twitter every single day. If you guys use that on Twitter, let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys like it? Do you guys dislike it? Let's talk in the comments about it. But honestly, I love it, and I wish more apps would bring it to iOS. I think it would be so cool. Another thing that I want to talk about with iOS, iPad. Now, iOS has been on iPad and iPhone for a very long time. But what if, now hear me out on this, what if iPad made their own OS? I mean, think about it for a second. We have macOS, we have watchOS, we have tvOS. Why not iPad OS? I mean, yes, they do a very good job with iOS on iPad. I don't have any complaints at all. But what if they made their own OS and brought some functions and some applications that we can't get on any other OS? I, as a YouTuber, have this thing where I really wish that some of the apps that we have, some of the functions macOS has, were brought to iPad. Why? Me as a YouTuber, it would be so much easier if we had more options. Now I know what you guys are saying. We have a lot of different applications that we use day to day that make YouTubing life easier. I personally, I've used some applications and I really don't like it. I have been searching on YouTube, and everything I see, whenever I have a question about certain editing things, I see my answer is macOS with certain applications. And the things that I picture, the way I picture them, is the way that you can do it on macOS. If we had applications like Final Cut Pro, things like that on iPad, I'd be so happy because it would make life so much easier for us. Again, me as a YouTuber, people ask me, what editing software do I use? How do I edit my thumbnails? How do I edit my videos? And I tell them, I use iMovie. iMovie, to me, is one of the most simple editing softwares you can use. Yes, it does not have a lot to offer, but me as a YouTuber, it works. I really like it. I have no complaints, and I don't think you guys do either. If iPad brought something like iPad OS or made iOS a little bit different from iPad to iPhone, I really think that would help. Considering that they're making a redesign, it would be very cool to see something like that happen. Another thing that I want to see in iOS 13 that really bothers me is the volume HUD. This volume HUD right here that we've had for years, ever since iOS, has got to go. I mean, honestly, I was watching a video the other day on YouTube, and the volume was too low for me, so when I went to go turn it higher, automatically you saw this. And, well, I mean, okay, whatever, you know, it does its job, but then it takes a minute for it to go away. I don't know if it's something with the OS or, you know, a bug that's going on, but for me it takes a minute to go away, And it's just very annoying to have that in the middle of your screen, interrupting your video and the content that the video displays. Apple, we've asked this since iOS 12, since the beginning of iOS 12. And we've heard that it's going to be coming, and it's still not here. Why? Please, fix that in iOS 13. We need to see differences. We need to see more changes in iOS 13. I'm not saying that iOS 12 isn't good. It is, but little things like this really need to change. Another thing that really needs to change that bothers me: phone calls. Whether it be FaceTime calls or regular phone calls, I use my phone every single day. Sometimes I'm either doing stuff for my YouTube channel, taking notes, or watching other videos. I get phone calls, and then sometimes it's just telemarketers or something like that, and it really annoys me that when I don't want to answer that call and I don't want that person to know that I don't want to talk to them, I have to wait until the call is over and then go back to what I'm doing. If we had something like this, I think it would be so much better, because it wouldn't really get in the way. If you want to answer, the whole screen will pop up, you talk to the person, cool. If you don't, then there's the thing, you can either send it to voicemail or reject the call, and that's that. I mean, this is 2019. iOS needs to change. I think that the way Apple's going, they're doing a great job, but giving these a little bit more work would change everybody's thoughts on Apple and the way things work. Another thing, what about always on displays? I think that would be amazing to see, because let's say you're at work, you have your phone on your desk, you get a notification, but your boss is around, you don't want to know that you're looking at your phone for the time or whatever. Instead of having the phone, clicking the button, having the whole screen light up for everybody to know that you're looking at your phone. Having the time, and I'm not saying every notification, I'm saying important things. Time, date, messages, maybe missed calls, little things that are important for day-to-day life for you to know every minute of your day. I think that would be one of the biggest things iOS has ever brought. Think about it. Even for watchOS, people, me included, I'm at work, I want to know the time, but I don't want the whole screen to display. I just have my hands like this crossed or whatever. I look down at the time, I see it right there without always on display. Nowadays, you have to literally do this and have the whole screen pop up. Then somebody catches you, thinks you're talking to somebody or whatever, you get in trouble. I mean, honestly, make life easier for us. And that concludes everything I hope to see in OS in the coming future. If you guys have anything else you guys want to see that I haven't mentioned, leave it down in the comment section below. I really want to hear you guys' opinion about this. Please join me on my social media for more information on the coming future of OS and this channel. If you guys have anything you guys want to say, please join me in conversation over there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe to me if you guys are new. And I'll talk to you guys in the very next video. Alchemals are out.